Hey guys, how's it going? It's Grayson here with the Metal Cow Gaming, and I know for most people, 2020 was a very wild ride. I know for me, it seemed like one roller coaster ride after another, but here's the good news. We just entered 2021, and I'm hoping all of us have a much better year. I know I wouldn't mind 2021 being at least a little bit more low-key. With that being said, that's enough small talk. Today we're going to be talking about 10 games you should be looking forward to in 2021. Before I jump in, let me just mention this list falls in no particular order. Neither of these games are, better than one or the other. They're just 10 games that I think look really good that are releasing this year. So with that being said, let's get into it. First up is LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. Look, who doesn't like Star Wars? Okay, Grayson, maybe you shouldn't have said that. You might be starting a war in the comments. But quickly moving forward, I think a lot of people will agree with me when I say that nearly all of the recently released and even most of the older LEGO games are fantastic. If you've never played one or haven't tried them because you thought that they were games strictly for kids, then I highly suggest you purchase one, or hey, even this one and give them a try. They are just good quality, chill fun. But we're talking about one LEGO game in particular. There have been LEGO Star Wars games before, a lot of them actually. But don't worry, this game is not a simple remake or a remaster of the old games put together into one collection. This is much better. This is a brand new retelling of all 9 mainline Star Wars movies where the games have been reimagined and made a lot better. As a fan of both Star Wars and LEGO games, I am very, very excited to check this one out. Alright guys, and next up is Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood. That's right, you heard me. Werewolves. That's one of the things that really interests me with this game, guys. I can think of very few games, if any, where the game focuses on werewolves. Vampires? Maybe. But not werewolves. Never werewolves. Now, Werewolf the Apocalypse is based off of a tabletop role-playing game and is a part of the much larger World of Darkness series. That's right, you heard me. The World of Darkness. This game takes place in the same universe as the low-key but cult classic hit Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. While that game could be a buggy, unoptimized mess, it is largely thought of, and I agree with this, as one of the best RPGs of all time. While this game is not being developed by the same developers as Bloodlines, it does fall into the same universe, and that has me very, very excited. The game will be played from a third-person perspective and is of course an action RPG, as would be expected from a game about werewolves, based off of a tabletop RPG. I'm super excited for this one. I'm almost definitely getting it day one. Definitely check it out, guys. It's gonna be awesome. Alright, after talking about Werewolf the Apocalypse, I feel like it's only right we talk about what I think of as almost a sister game. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Look, I already said that they are part of the same universe, and as I said before, the original Bloodlines game is harbored by a ton of fans as one of the best role-playing games of all time. Sure, it was a mess to play, it's very buggy, it's unoptimized, and honestly, it crashed multiple times during my original playthrough. But, that being said, it sucked me in unlike any other RPG I have ever played, or at least played in a long time. Bloodlines 2 is going to be held to high expectations after the first one is so good, but that's why I'm super excited to try it. It will be played in a first or third person perspective, and of course is an action RPG. Whether you prefer a run and gun playstyle or maybe you prefer melee and stealth, even if you like a ranged playstyle, there will be tons of options in this game, so go check it out. Moving on from anything the World of Darkness related, but still keeping with our trend of RPGs, comes Hogwarts Legacy. That's right, something a ton of Harry Potter and gaming fans have been wanting for years. A brand new RPG set in the Harry Potter universe. It's set in the late 1800s, so we won't be seeing any of the characters that we've come to know and love. But that's okay, because it's a completely new storyline that follows, of course, a student at Hogwarts. After choosing which house you want to be a part of, you get to play in an open world where you can explore the castle as well as other areas such as Hogsmeade and the Forbidden Forest. To tie it all together and complete the Hogwarts experience I and many others have always wanted, you are able to attend classes and learn new spells, gaining more experience to become a much more powerful wizard or witch, to help you complete all of the abundance of side quests and even the main quest line. I know that I have played nearly all of the Harry Potter games, ranging from the LEGO games as well as the phenomenal PlayStation 2 games, and I have always wanted something like this. I am almost more excited for this game than nearly anything else coming out this year, and I can't wait to see how it comes out. Do you like horror games? You know, the type that leave you feeling unnerved as you go to bed at night? The ones that make your skin crawl. If so, then this next game is for you. Resident Evil Village is the follow-up to the hit Resident Evil Biohazard, coming out finally 4 years after the original game's release. Here's what we know. It will play very similarly to Biohazard, and the story takes place just a few short years after the first game. From what I've researched, this is planned to be the conclusion to the Biohazard storyline. It is also said to be a lengthy game, having the longest story in the entire Resident Evil series. I'll be honest guys, if you watched any of my horror gameplay videos, then you know I'm a huge wuss. I can only play horror games with my friends around. The first game was too creepy for me, but this game is sounding pretty good. So if it's your style of game, definitely keep an eye out so you can pick this one up. I feel like at this point, all gamers must have heard of the cult classic Halo. Who hasn't at least once thought about what it would be like to be the gigantic green powerhouse taking out his enemies with unmatched power? Okay, I think I might have accidentally described the Hulk, but I promise I'm talking about Master Chief. Halo Infinite is a continuation of Master Chief's long and amazing story following up on the events of Halo 5 Guardians. Microsoft has coined the game as Master Chief's greatest adventure yet, to save humanity from the scourge the series calls the Flood. They have also said that the story will be much more human. What does that mean, you might ask? Well, honestly, I don't know. We will just have to wait until the game releases and find out together. Well, I'm excited to play it and find out myself anyways. We know of course that this game will be played in the classic Halo first-person perspective that we know and love. I'm super excited to see what multiplayer modes they add and how good the story ends up being. I've read that this time around they will be making the multiplayer free to play, which will hopefully keep the game alive and running for a while. But hopefully they don't overdo the monetization because that would kind of suck. I'm hoping they keep it cosmetic only. Hopefully this game can bring Halo back to its roots and make it the powerhouse it used to be. Let me know in the comments, are y'all excited for Halo Infinite? Harvest Moon One World is the newest game in the Harvest Moon series. It's one of the original farming sim games I remember playing as a little kid on my Game Boy Advance. For those of you who may be new to the Harvest Moon series, as I said, it is a farming sim. This is a game for fans of the massively popular Stardew Valley. If you like that one, you're going to love this one. In this particular installment, the harvest goddess has gone missing and the world is stuck, unable to grow some of the most popular crops. Carrots, cabbage, and even more. Now, there are creatures called harvest wisps, which the harvest goddess, just before she left, gave the knowledge of different seeds for all kinds of fruits and vegetables. It's going to be up to you to chase down these harvest wisps through deserts, beaches, and even grasslands to unlock the knowledge of how to grow these crops, allowing you to progress through the game and grow your farm. Gotta catch them all! Or rather, capture photos of them with this next game. New Pokemon Snap is a sequel to the original cult favorite Pokemon Snap that released on the original Nintendo 64. This game will come out of course for the Nintendo Switch, and like the first game, will be played from the first person perspective, and it's also a rail shooter. As you move through the Lental region from one island to another, you'll pass through jungles and beaches and many other exotic areas. If you played the first Pokemon Snap, or even if you deducted from the name of the game, your goal is to take pictures of as many Pokemon as you can, and hopefully all of them. There will be a small story to the game. Your player character will be investigating the Illumia phenomenon, where Pokemon are giving off a weird, special glow. What is the reasoning for that? I'm excited to play and find out. Gotham Knights is the newest Batman-related game to release in a few years, but after years of the huge Arkham fanbase waiting to hear something about a new Arkham-related game, this game is almost 50-50. You're either excited about it or you absolutely hate the idea of it. At first, people thought it was a direct continuation of the Arkham series due to the similarities with Batman's disappearance, but the developers have since set the record straight and said that it is in no way related and is its own story completely. The game will follow the all-stars of the Bat family, Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, and Red Hood, as they try to tame the city of Gotham and get to the bottom of Batman's disappearance. Now, here's where it gets kind of weird, and where the fan base starts to split down the middle. It's an action role-playing game with stealth thrown in, but here is a part of the problem. It kind of resembles a game as a service, which worries a lot of people. At the same time, it does seem to allow completely untethered drop in and drop out co-op, which sounds awesome. I know for one, I will be picking this up after reviews release, just to be safe. But at the end of the day, I'm a huge Bat Family fan, and there's no way I won't be picking this up. I'm super excited for it, no matter how different it is from the Arkham series. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited for this game? Do you think it's way too different? Do you think it doesn't look good? What do you think? Just let me know. Now, I'm not going to say that this isn't the game I'm most excited for on this list, but it's definitely really close. God of War Ragnarok is the extremely anticipated follow-up to the mega success God of War that released back in 2018. It directly follows up on the original story and answers a lot of the questions that it left open back in 2018. It follows Kratos and his son, Boy. Just kidding, Atreus, as they continue on their journey. Anyone who played the first game knows that this God of War differs from the original a bit. Originally focusing on the Greek mythos, this new reimagining focuses more on the Norse mythology, and as you explore the universe, you will battle many of the monsters and gods from the Norse mythos. I am, for one, super excited about this game and will almost definitely be picking it up on day one. Alright guys, that about finishes it up for this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Let me know down in the comments what games you are looking forward to this year and are excited to be releasing. And don't forget to let me know what you think about the games that I put on my list. Are you excited about them? Are you not? Let me know. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see y'all next time.